Hey, this is Donna Nova, the Transdimensional Twin Flame and the Afterlife Artist. If you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I am called the Transdimensional Twin Flame because I literally live in multiple dimensions consciously every day because my twin flame, who is a person who shares my same soul blueprint, is my partner Chris, who transitioned across the veil in 2021. And ever since, we have been working together to learn how to communicate, connect, and cohabitate between dimensions. I can bilocate to visit him. He is always here with me, helping me with everything in life. And we are a true divine union partnership between dimensions. So everything that I channel as far as spoken word, higher wisdom, and any of the art that I create is always co-created with Chris. Okay, today is Sunday, September 28th. This reading is a collective reading for today. I just thought recently that because the energy of the collective right now is very heavy and people are feeling it, people are stressed. So if you just want to take a break and watch somebody pull some cards and look at some crystals, here we go. So I'm going to play my Tibetan singing bowl first. And keep in mind, you can ask for a card to be drawn for you underneath the comments of this video if you're on Facebook. If I upload it to YouTube, I probably won't see that request for a while. I don't always look. But on Facebook, feel free to ask for a card. And now I have several kinds of cards. We have traditional tarot here. We have oracle cards here. We have Lenormand here. Over there we have more oracle cards and a couple of tarot decks. All of the ones over here on these 6 right here are for sale. They're all about $10 each. And then we have a few more oracle decks and some crystals. And a couple of my favorite crystals here that I will show you before we're done. This is Arkansas quartz. Arkansas quartz is some of the best quartz in the world. Its energy is different. And I got that when I lived there for 3 years. Okay, so this singing bowl is from Tibet, and it is called a manakamana because it has the handle. So this is for the heart chakra, and we're going to get started. So just take a deep breath and relax. Close your eyes if you want to, and just take a moment to relax instead of scrolling things that disturb you on social media. Okay, that was great. I wish you could be here in the room to hear that. I also have other singing bowls. If you're interested in hearing some of the others, let me know. But this is my favorite one. It's the nicest one. It's authentically from Tibet, and I only have 2 that I know for sure are from Tibet, and it sounds the best. And the heart chakra being the middle chakra, so it's basically the center point between your lower chakras and your higher ones. So I felt like that would be the best bowl for me to get if I could only choose one, you know. I'm gonna choose a couple tarot cards from my favorite deck. This is by MJ Culinane, or is it Culinan? I don't know for sure, so I'm sorry about that, but this is my favorite illustrator, hands down, for the tarot. And here is her guidebook. So I'm gonna look up the meanings of the cards because I don't always remember every single meaning of all the cards in the tarot, but we will get to it. I was gonna shuffle these right here, but I don't want to burn. I felt like I was gonna drop them inside that candle, so let's not do that. Okay. So I'm gonna pull 3, you know, just because that would be representing a real reading. Instead of just pulling 1, I'll pull 3 and see what happens. Let's just say for the collective today, you can do this however you want. You can assign whatever meaning you want to these 3 cards. I'm gonna say, what do we need to know today? What do we need to know for tomorrow? And what do we need to know for next week? We could go anyway. You could go past, present, future. You could go today, tomorrow, the next day. You could go today, this week, or this month. You could go this year, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. It's up to you, really. Whatever makes sense to you, I think would be fine. So I said, what do we need to know today? Is the Page of Swords, which I'm going to have to look up. Page energy is innocence and new beginnings, and excitement. And I know swords are about thought. Actually, no, swords are about action. Wait, no, swords are thought, intellect. It's rods that are action, right? I think. So, and also, what is that? We will look up the meaning of that because I don't remember what animal that is. Is it like a fisher? Just made a mess. Okay. Now, what do we need to know this week? The King of Pentacles. That is beautiful. Wow. Just look at it. I could stare at these all day. So you can look at the imagery and see what it means to you. There's the pentacle right there, the star. It symbolizes a coin. It's earth energy, and it's also abundance, like a coin. It's like money and abundance and wealth, that kind of thing. There's a little bird. Yeah, cool. And our third card. The Two of Pentacles. Interesting. That looks like cosmic balance to me. It could be a choice between 2 things. Sometimes number 2 is a choice. So let me look that up. This will take me just a minute. Okay. The Page of Swords. This is an experiment to see if I can read this good enough through my phone. It's not easy. Okay, so this is a ferret, and she chose it because it's endangered and considered extinct. And the Page of Swords is about fortitude, climbing your way back from extinction. Okay. That seems relevant to all of us right now, I think, in humanity. Those of us that are paying attention, humanity's extinction has got to be something that's been in your wheelhouse of your thoughts lately. If that hasn't been in your thoughts, you kind of probably aren't really very intuitive, and you haven't been paying attention, and you're probably not watching this video. So, the Page of Swords has the heart of an activist as passion, conviction, a quest for truth. And when this card appears, it may signal a situation requiring you to confront a difficulty or get out of your comfort zone. And I would say that's accurate for all of us right now, honestly. For everybody. I think there's everybody included in that statement. The page energy creates tests or lessons that stimulate growth. Yeah, I can feel it. When combined with the sword, your test centers around your beliefs, your ability to see a situation clearly, which would be discernment, your ability to speak the truth to power. This hurdle may seem overwhelming, but if you possess the mental grit to find success, the wisdom you gain from this experience will create a whole new world of opportunities, okay? This is so relevant because of the whole new earth, old earth split right now that we're going through. I talk about that 3D, 5D split a lot in my posts. The Page of Swords represents youthful energy. It may indicate that although you are passionate about fighting for something you believe in, there is a risk of being perceived as immature or possessing a childlike idealism. And I do think some people think that about those of us who are positively focused and bring the light to the world. You don't want to be toxically positive and dismissing things that are true. You want the real truth. You don't want to dismiss reality. But there is a beautiful, ideal situation in the future that we could all have. There is a win-win situation possible. There is. And if you can't see that, that's your own limitation. Don't let other people's limitations affect your vision. The people who are the idealists in the world, you also need to be truthful, but you need to fight for that ideal, for everybody to get what they need in life, because that's what we're not getting right now. Okay, let's go back to the book. The ferret brings playful quality. Like I said, the page is known for that. It's known for impulsive nature. Call upon the ferret when you need to win over others. As a curious creature will provide you with the energy to do your research. So do your research. Like I said, find the truth. Don't be lazy here. When you call upon the ferret, you find engagement with others will yield important information, as you will find the questions to the answers that will allow you to solve your problems. It'll pop right into your head. Curiosity, playfulness, and resourcefulness. Okay. That was really relevant for everything that's happening in our society right now, if you live in America. Anyway, now the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles. That's going to be a good one. The Kings are always good. All right. And I hope that this isn't annoying to look at the book through this camera, but I can't. Otherwise, I'll have to hold it up to my face because I'm visually impaired and I won't be able, you'll just be looking at the table. So you might as well read with me, right? When you see the world as a place of abundance and expanding resources, you will feel like the King of Pentacles' supportive energy. And you will also feel financially free. The king asks you to let go of lack mentality, be generous, release resources, because doing so opens the door for new opportunities that will help you generate more growth. So basically, don't hoard your resources like some people we know. The economy and the flow of the energy of abundance and money needs to flow. When it's stagnant, it's not helping anybody. It needs to flow. So let it out. Let it go. Help somebody else with your abundance. Okay. When you focus on lack or feelings of scarcity, you create a block that will prevent abundance or financial gains from freely flowing to you. That's what I'm saying. You have to make room for the new. You have to move something out that's old to bring in something new. That's just how it works. Okay, so the King of Pentacles asks you to open your wallet and give what you can without worry or fear. Give the barista at your local coffee shop a little extra. Buy a couple of boxes of Girl Scout cookies. Donate to your favorite charity. There are plenty of ways to get positive flow moving. Open the door for positive energy that comes from generous spirit, as it holds the power to raise your vibration. As a result, you will attract more opportunities for wealth and abundance to flow to yourself. So selflessness actually rewards you. It comes back. Whatever you put out in this reality comes back. That's one of the laws of this particular reality, is that the energy that you put out is what you will get back. You're co-creating this reality after all. Everything in this reality is some version of something that you've co-created with the all that is, spirit, to make a learning process for yourself. This is all a learning experience. Okay, let me get back to the book. When you draw the King of Pentacles in a reading, consider if you're stepping in to help a situation, if you're offering your services and skills to help others succeed, or are you holding back? That's a great question. Okay, this one's hard to see. Because of the eye, okay, there's the cow. Because of the eye's placement, the cows have a unique ability to see from every angle, and they can see what is in front of them and what is behind them. And because of this, when you're out, when you walk with a cow, not only will you gain the vision for the future, you remember your past. Call on the patient, reliable cow when you need to find perspective, when you feel perhaps detached from your roots, and it will lovingly lead you in the right direction. So the key words here: grace, nourishment, sacred, guardianship, and good fortune, and focus. These two cards really go together. This is one of the reasons I'm doing these little readings every day. I don't really know if they're helpful for people, but I have these tools and I have this knowledge, so why not use the tools, to give something back that's a little bit peaceful. It has nothing to do with anything stressful. It's all about self-reflection and a little quiet break from life every day. So I'm trying to embody these concepts myself. All right, the third card is the Two of Pentacles. Let's see. We got 2 pentacles, which is abundance. This has got to be good. And these cards truly do relate to the current world situation that we're in, I would say. All right, let me see if I can read this. The Two of Pentacles. You tackled your first handful of tasks by 10 a.m. You're moving through the day with relative ease despite a full plate, what seems to be growing on your to-do list, and yet somehow you found a way to remain cheerful, and that is the energy of the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, so if you can remain positive, that's the goal. Because everything you need to do, it's still going to need to be done. You might as well do it with positive focus and energy. You get more done that way, and it doesn't feel like so much work. Okay? Now back to the book. When you encounter this card in a reading, your situation may call for a bit of flexibility and a healthy dose of, what does that say? Inner compassion as you keep life in balance. So this is about your self-care, and keeping a positive focus. This is absolutely relevant for the situation we're all in right now. The dolphin is the natural protector and known for rescuing sailors who have fallen into the water. Could it be a metaphor for those who fall too deep into their own emotions, because water does symbolize emotions? So call upon this nurturing protector of the sea to help you regain your strength. These loving and curious animals bring a blend of compassion and logic to your situation that will help you discover a way to smoothly cruise through the difficulty in any day. So the key words here are play, swimming through life, and enthusiasm. And all of that was, to me, absolutely 100% relevant for the times we're going through right now. Every single card there told a story that made complete sense to me. So let me pull a couple more cards. Just, easy cards, little oracle cards that we can get a little quick message from, right? And these are fun, so I'm going to do these. It's this deck right here, the Raise Your Vibration deck. And this one is for sale too. It says $18, but it would be $10. It's and I also have crystals and pendulums and jewelry for sale, and artwork. So anything, if you ever want a surprise package composed of things that me and Chris intuitively pick for you, we got lots of cool stuff to choose from that you could have in your surprise package. All right, let me pick one for today. Believing is seeing. Take that however you want, because to me, believing is not always seeing. You can believe a lot of things without seeing them. But maybe that makes sense to you about a situation that you're dealing with right now. And I'm going to also pull from these cards. Some of my classmates made these in my crystal healing class. Some of the classmates collaborated on this deck. And the artwork is pretty. And there's a message on the back side. So let me pull one of these. I would spread out more, but I just don't really have the room. Compassion looks good on you. See, people helping each other is what needs to happen right now. If you've lost your compassion for other people, do a big self-check on yourself, because it doesn't matter what your viewpoint is right now. If you've lost compassion, you have a big problem, and that is the problem that the world is having right now. And if you're part of that, regardless of which side you're on, then you need to work on that, because compassion is what makes us advanced as a species. Even honestly, animals have compassion. So if you don't have compassion, you're not doing as well as all the animals on the planet. The animals don't need to be told to have compassion. They do have it. Okay, so the message is, I see you looking all beautiful, sexy, and authentic, celebrating others no matter how advanced you become. Remember, it's not a competition. Cheer them on. This is perfect because in this society currently, we are in sort of a competitive, cutthroat world where somebody wins and everybody else loses. This is the energy of old Earth. This is the energy that's dying. If you want to stay stuck in that energy, go for it, but you won't be on the same version of Earth that I'm going to, because when you vibrate high enough, you stop competing with other people. You know it's not necessary. You should be competing with yourself from yesterday. because anything other than that is your ego. Competition is just your ego. The ego has its place, but it is not supposed to be running your life. And most people are running on autopilot with their egos at the head of the bus, driving the bus. That's not how it's supposed to be. You've got to get out of your ego and find your compassion. That's your humanity. All right, I'm going to pull one more card from the Divine Beloved deck. This is a deck that my mom got me from Spirit after she transitioned into Spirit. I had a mediumship reading. I thought that Chris would show up because he always does, but this time he let my mom. Whoa, I got 3 cards. We'll take them all. Chris let my mom talk, and after she did, I had a knock on the door, and it was a friend of mine who offered me this deck because they had been gifted it and they didn't really need it. They don't use these. And as soon as I pulled a card, something came out that was relevant to my mom, and I laughed. And I pulled that card again the next time. She was clearly making a joke. So I knew that this deck was from her. And we got we got 3 cards. Okay. Support. This is a good one for all of us because I think we all feel a little bit lack of support right now. I think everybody's afraid for the same reason. Okay, support. The right help will come. Allow me, Divine Beloved, to let go, relax, and enjoy the process, knowing that it's safe to offer to all your capable hands. The right actions are always shown, and the right help will always come. It always comes. That is a perfect sentiment. We've got to trust in the divine because you're never really alone. You have to trust that. When you don't trust the divine is when you become embroiled in lack mentality and you stop sharing your gifts and you stop sharing your wealth and your abundance. We need to let go of that. That's the thing that's got us in this problem right now we have with each other. All right, now the next card is unfolding according to your will. Change me, Divine Beloved, into one who lets you guide things according to your will. May the highest unfold in all ways. This is also related to trust, trusting that the help will come when it's time. Just trusting in the divine. That's really all that is. Trust, when trust, isn't really there for yourself or others, it's so easy to fall back into your ego, which is just not the higher self. The ego is the earth lower self. It's not the higher self, and it never will be. It doesn't have all the information that you need. Your intellect doesn't have all the information that you need. So you have to trust. And there we go again. Oh my gosh. This is the 3rd card. So let's just say this reading was about trust, and we all need to have it in ourselves and each other, and even more so in the divine, the higher self, the part of us that is non-physical. I trust the highest way. And this is absolutely relevant because people like myself who are connected to spirit and are spiritually aligned, energetically, intellectually, emotionally, and in every other way, we do trust the divine. And that's why we manifest so many amazing things in our lives, regardless of what's happening in the outer world. We don't have to buy into the collective fear. You don't have to. So, change me, Divine Beloved, into one who wants what you want from me. Let me trust that my needs will always be met in the highest way when I allow you to guide me. This is what I'm talking about. Allowing your higher self to guide you. Your higher self, not your ego, not your fear. Your fear will never be your guide. It wants to stop you from doing things because it's afraid. It's your ego. Fear is one of the lowest vibrations. And if you're in that vibration all the time, it's best to find ways to get out of that. Okay, I think we've done enough for today. I was going to pull a little crystal. I guess I still can. I don't have a whole lot of crystals, actually, as far as tumbled ones go. I can't see what's going on right now. I have my eyes closed. So, what is this? You know what? I don't even know what this is. It's probably agate. It's sort of a bluish purple for the most part. Reminds me of an agate or chalcedony maybe. Blue is for the throat chakra. It's calm and peaceful. It's for communication. I would say this is about us learning to communicate with each other and the divine, because your higher self needs you to communicate with it as well. You've got to learn communication of whatever kind. Not communicating never works. And here is your crystal candy as we close today. The lighting isn't the best in here, but I wanted it to be kind of like mood lighting and not bright light. So this is a quartz cluster from Arkansas. When I lived there, I got some pieces that an acquaintance of mine had dug themselves. And this was the largest piece. It's my favorite. You can see here it's self-healed. Wow, look at that, man. So I just thought I would give you a little... Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Yeah, I thought I would just give you a little eye candy real quick. And actually, here's a barite specimen. It's barite and pyrite, and there's another crystal in here that I can't remember. It's from Morocco. I'll show you better on a different day. That's the barite right there. Look how it made a little cave in there. I just want to go inside. Okay, thanks for watching. Keep in mind what the cards said today, because they were very, very clear, and they repeated their message several times. And all of the cards went together. All of them. All right, if you watched all this, thank you so much, and I will see you soon.